Mark is twirling right on out of the marriage, him and his nose ring. Bye, Mark.
What's good, YouTube? Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so you can be reminded anytime I drop a video. Also want to shout out to all my new subscribers. So the episode pretty much starts off with Cynthia and Tanya. They meet up with Nene in her room, and then they all go out to the beachfront to take selfies or whatever. They having a good time. And then we see Candy and Kenya. They discuss how they want to go out for lunch and do some shopping, and they want to go on this high-rise table that's like 100 feet in the air, but they want to not tell Nene because Nene is afraid of heights, and they don't want her to not end up going, so they're trying to keep it on the hush until they finally get there. As soon as they get in the van, Candy decides to tell everybody, invites everybody to her baby shower, and she says it's unisex so they can bring their spouse, and she even explains that the surrogate, because she's gonna have a surrogate pregnancy. She's inviting the surrogate to not only be at the baby shower, but possibly manage her restaurant. And, Candy's non-traditional, but I don't think that's a good idea. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about that. Anyway, so while they're also on the bus, Cynthia expressed that she still want to have another baby with Mike, or Mike wants to have a baby with her, whatever you want to call it. And Nene makes the joke saying that she don't have any eggs.
Girl, where is her egg at?
So that's kind of impossible, which I think it was horrible shade. Anyways, we're going to move along. I think it would be great if Cynthia actually had a baby. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see that storyline in the comment section. Anyways, so they get to the high-rise luncheon, and they all are, they go 100 feet in the air. Nene's terrified, but she's going to be a team player. Everyone is enjoying the luncheon, being able to sightsee and things like that. Cynthia's sipping on the rosé wine, and she expressed that it's top shelf and it's really good. Then that's when Kenya tests her gangster, and she begins to test her knowledge about the wine business because, of course, Cynthia has the wine cellar. Porsha tried to help Cynthia out by whispering in Cynthia's ear, and of course, what can you say? If I want to know about hookah and Hennessy, then I ask you, Porsha. So she was actually shading Porsha this whole little trip. Anyways, so they get back to the bus and to shop, and to do some more shopping and sightseeing with Dwayne. Kenya calls Porsha out for touching, like I said, she was picking on her, but Kenya calls Porsha out for touching on some statue while she was taking a picture, saying she doesn't know how to respect culture and things like that. They were very rude. Anyway, they get to the restaurant where they all splashing plates on the ground. Apparently, loud noises keep bad energy and evil spirits away. So they all go around and say what they're passionate for, and they bust a couple of plates. And it's
good girls! I'm passionate about motherhood! I'm passionate about
it's like it helped them get a lot of things off their chest or whatever. So anyway, they get to the another boutique, and it looked like Marlo is stealing. So I'm gonna play a clip, and y'all let me know what y'all think about that.
You see Marlo stealing?
But then I would like this one for free. I'll tag you on my Instagram. I have 5 million followers.
What? Yeah, a lot of people on YouTube have been saying Marlo was stealing. I think she was, but I'm not sure. It's very weird. Anyway, Porsha and Tanya, they decide to, while they're shopping, to get this evil eye that's pretty much going around in Greece. It pretty much means that you just have some type of awareness. I can't remember what the evil eye represented, but it was a souvenir. They said they want to get it for Cynthia because Kenya was shading Cynthia, and Cynthia met like she didn't realize.
Only has power if you buy into the read. No, honey, you've been read. I didn't receive the read. You've been read. I was not read. You were read. Come on, Cynthia. Come on. You blinded in the 3 blind mice?
Or whatever. Anyway, so they get back to the room. Porsha and Tanya goes to Cynthia's room, and they give her the evil eye gift. Tanya said that the Kenya was throwing shade at Cynthia's wine business, and Cynthia expressed that she felt like it was a joke, but Porsha kind of explained in detail how off-putting it was, and then Cynthia ended up understanding that Kenya might have been a little mean and disrespectful.
Once it kept going, it turned into, okay, this is not even a good look for my friend's business.
So she definitely wanted to address it. So the next day they had they go on a wine tour, and on the bus they discuss how they want to find Marlo a man, and how Marlo, let them know what she want and what she don't want and things like that. She'll go dig at the end of the day. Nene gives them the advice that even if a dude or her husband cheats on her, that's not going to be a deal breaker, which I don't agree. Like, if you cheat on me, that's definitely the deal breaker. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Are y'all one and done, or y'all keeping the fun?
And I would never let a woman walk a day in my shoes for no bullshit now. Just because you slept with him one night, girl.
Okay, you better get the hell out.
Anyways, let me know in the comment section. So they get to the wine tour, and Porsha is definitely Team Cynthia. She's making it a point to introduce Tiffany to the tour guide, and the tour guide actually has friends in Atlanta that he can connect Cynthia with that can help her with her wine cellar business. So they were really big up Porsha to make that connection when it could have been Kenya, because I'm pretty sure the whole point of going on the wine tour is because Kenya feel bad for shading Cynthia, but I digress. Anyways, yeah, shout out to Porsha. So they taste the wine, a couple of different wines. They get tipsy. Kenya even buys Cynthia a couple of bottles of what she said she bought her one of each wine that they end up tasting, because of course, like I said, she probably feels bad. She knows she shaded her friend.
My hair, anyway, I don't have to re-explain it. Think whatever you want to think. I don't care. I'm just sick of it. It's not the same thing. Whoever's writing these questions, I'm going to walk away if this is what we're going to make this about.
Anyway, Porsha pulls Nene to the side after they end up getting tipsy, and they both are pretty much tipsy at this time. And but they are ready to acknowledge the drama that they caused each other, and they are ready to put everything to the side. They rather get back to their big sis, little sis relationship. So they hug and cry.
So much, Nene. Thank you. It's been really hard without you.
And makeup, and they decide to make a path to not disrespect each other or go cross certain lines with each other. So we'll see how things play out, because allegedly Porsha was the one rooting for everyone to be against Nene, and now welcome her back into the fold. So we'll see how things play out on the reunion. They got it postponed right now, so we'll see how things work out. Now keep in mind, they live right across the street from each other, or rather, they live in the same neighborhood, Porsha and Nene. So they could have been done made up. It only takes for them to be filming, for them to actually be able to have a conversation. If I was Porsha, I probably wouldn't have made up with Nene, because she drugged her for no reason, all because she went into that closet. So if it was me, we wouldn't be friends no more. So do y'all think that they have a legit bond, or do y'all think it's toxic? And we're gonna see some things unfold here soon. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Anyways, everyone gathers for dinner. Porsha tells Tanya how she made up with Nene, and she wants to piggyback on the energy, so she wants to have a ruins party. So Tanya and Porsha decide to do a hostess takeover, and they invite the girls to pretty much have a ruins party where they lay down all the dirt or lay down something that's been bothering them, and they put it on the table and they discuss it, and they don't bring it back up. And Kenya and Candy are side-eyeing Porsha and Nene for being able to go privately and have a conversation and make up, but they're expecting everybody else to make up publicly.
And Nene just cleared the air privately. It's a recipe for disaster.
Kenya's not here for some Porsha to be taking over.
Oh, she mad. I knew.
She would fire it up, honey.
Which I agree, that is kind of whack, but it probably took for them to be able to see each other one-on-one, for them to get everything that they needed off their chest, because if everybody else was there, they would have had their 2 cents. But I still agree with Kenya and Candy. Still a show at the end of the day. And they, yeah. Anywho, so Porsha and Kenya, they bring up the idea of having a ruins party. Everybody pretty much on board. So they get back to the hotel. They getting ready for the ruins party. Tanya, Porsha, and Cynthia, they look really good in the outfits that they had on that night. Anyways, so they lay down all the rules, which I just explained a minute ago. And first, Porsha explains how she made up with Nene and things like that. Kenya's still not feeling the makeup, basically, because Portia's been dogging Nene out so bad behind the scenes. So she's like, whatever. Anyway, Cynthia calls Kenya out for hurting her feelings about the questions about, you know, testing her wine knowledge and things like that. Kenya apologized, and Cynthia forgives her immediately. And they hug and make up about the situation. And that rubs Nene the wrong way. She gets upset. Nene gets upset, and because she knows that Cynthia would never simply forgive her, she would have went harder and held it against Nene's head longer. And all hell break loose when that happened. Nene starts going off on Kenya, calling her a bully and all kinds of crazy things. She cusses out.
Attention, whore, bitch. You wish, bitch. Bitch, you can't even blink your eyes. Bitch, I don't have anything on my eyes, bitch.
Just be quiet.
That's why you had to grovel and ask to be friends with everybody.
Bipolar Kenya, go get your medication. That's why your husband left, bitch, because you're
a bitch. Nene brings up Kenya's husband leaving her, which is bogus, because literally the last episode you were trying to see if Kenya was okay about what's going on in the press and wanted to sit down and have this Mother Teresa conversation with Kenya one-on-one, but then you throwing it up in her face the next day. So I'm glad Kenya was smart and had reservations on having any type of one-on-one or even acknowledging what Nene said last episode, because she clearly was not being genuinely, as Tanya would say. So they end up going back and forth for a while. It kind of settles down. Kenya ends up thanking / apologizing to Tanya for Tanya not being messy and bringing up the fact that Kenya is now going through a divorce after Kenya was shading Tanya with the cookie lady situation. And y'all already know what it's all about. So Tanya accepts the apology, but then Kenya backpedals and she expects Tanya to apologize to her as well, which got awkward. And Tanya let her know that she didn't feel sorry because of the actions that Kenya had when she brought the cookie lady over. Like, Tanya did the whole thing with the wig, but immediately Kenya hit her with the cookie lady situation. So Tanya did not feel like she was sorry. And it looked like Kenya received that. I'm saying Kenya, Cynthia, Candy, they all names, goddamn, and Nene, Porsha's, they names the same. Anyway, so they make up in the midst of them trying to make things right amongst each other. Nene throws in her little smart remark saying that a married woman would never disrespect another married woman, like Tanya was disrespected by Kenya. So then all hell begins to break loose again. They begin to argue. And then we see where Nene was throwing popcorn or peanuts at Kenya, and it looked like she was about to get ready to spit on her. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this last episode. I know I kind of rushed through it because it's Thursday. It's been a crazy-ass week. So I'm sorry about the delay, but y'all be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. All right, bye.
Please buckle up. And don't contact me to come meet you and whatever else food you're actually
Okay.